Good day everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cailyn and this is Foundation First. Today what I'm going to be talking about is something that I've seen quite often in the parent/child relationship, and that is when parents speak to their children as if they were their therapists or their friends. Now, this is a very important topic because very often parents misunderstand the relationship between them and their children. You can have a good relationship with your child. You can have a friendly relationship with your child. You can have an open discourse with your child. However, your child is not your friend and your child is not your therapist. I have a relationship with both of my parents. I'm grateful that I have that, and I can enjoy friendly conversations with them. However, at the end of the day, they are not my friends, they are my parents, and I respect them as such. I wouldn't talk to them like my friends. I wouldn't expect the exact same things from my friends as I would my parents. Each have a very special and specific role in my life. When thinking about friendships in the parent-child relationship, it's important to distinguish between the two, because especially at a young age, a child's understanding of an adult life is not one that exists. A child does not understand an adult experience, an adult life, and anything through an adult lens. It is important for us as adults to remember what it was when we were younger and try our best and think about the things that we would not want to know or discuss with our parents. As children, we can be put under a lot of pressure when hearing certain things from our parents. You may think it's easy, you may think it's not so serious because you're talking as if you were talking to a friend. However, a friend does not feel this deep need to protect or save you, where a child might. You are your child's everything. You are your child's number one. And if you pile all these adult relationships and ideas onto them, they aren't able to sift through them as if an adult mind would be able to. A child will eventually feel obliged to be able to defend you, to save you, and to be able to discuss things with you that maybe is not appropriate for the parent-child relationship. Yes, it is important for you to have an open discourse with your child, to let them feel like they are safe to speak to you about everything, to feel safe to come to you when you are needed. However, there is a line. It is your responsibility as the parent to protect your child. You can't protect them from everything. However, it is your responsibility. It isn't a child's responsibility to protect you, to save you, to be your therapist, or to be the shoulder to cry on. It is very uncomfortable and it can be emotionally damaging to that child to be that shoulder to cry on. The people who you should speak to is your family, the adults around you. If you're not comfortable with doing that, then going to a professional, being a therapist or counselor. Talking to your children about your marital issues, your relationships, the boyfriends, girlfriends that you may have, certain things that somebody has said. It's not your responsibility to put that on your child, as your child is not yet able to sift through those situations with an adult lens. Their lens is very concrete, it's very narrow, and at the end of the day, they won't be able to talk to you as if they are an outside person. They will always defend you. They'll feel the need to defend you no matter what, and that pressure is not fair for a young child. Say, for example, there is stress on the family with money. You can speak to your child about the fact that you need to hold back a bit if they are at that age. A 3-year-old still may not understand that yet. But as they go get a little bit older, they may be in a situation where they're able to comprehend that and be able to understand that they need to just be a little bit more understanding, that they may not be able to splurge in the way that you did before. However, telling your child that you're stressing about money, that you're worried about all these things, telling your children that you lost a job and that you're so stressed and the pain and the agony that it's causing you, that is not something that you should be talking to your children about. This causes too much stress for them and makes them feel like they need to then be in control of how you are feeling. They cannot control how you are feeling, and that's not for them to feel the need to help save you. However, it is important. Sometimes it's necessary to cut back on certain things because the money coming in isn't as much as it would be before. This is a way of showing them that you are being responsible with money, and sometimes you need to cut back compared to other times. These are two ways that you can have the same situation but approach them in very different ways. It's not your child's responsibility to save you. It's not your child's responsibility to be the shoulder to cry on. It's not appropriate. It's too much pressure for the child, and you should then speak to somebody who understands the adult lens and adult relationships, and your child shouldn't be that person just because they are the closest ones and they won't judge you. So that's it for me today. Maybe this is a little bit of a hard one for you to take in, and maybe it's something that you need to think of, or maybe this is something that you really agree with. Comment down below which side of the fence you are on. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to see what's coming next. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one.